Now I'm going to touch up on a topic that Cisneros, he knows more about this because of Denver's policy and politics. And I can't go further ado with this, but I was reading the comments and on his page, he was discussing about the whole situation. There was Westside oldies, you know, the only ones that like I particularly knew, and I, personally ran into a dude that I knew that was an Eastside Odie. But with that being said, I've never really heard of, I never heard of Southside Odies. That I don't even think that's even a thing. But like I said, Cisneros would love to touch up on that side of the aspect of things, because that's Denver's policy. I can't speak. I only speak about out here in Pueblo. I don't know if there's anything to do with Southside Odies. The main ones that are originally established was the Eastside Odies. Like they have their own little. It's like with the GKI, the Galleon Knights Insane, the GKIs. They were known as the Lapan Boys at one time. Now, they became a two-circle with two different families, and they split, became the Inca Boys and the G's. Now, I don't really know too much about Southside Odies. I have never really heard of that satisfaction. Only things, like, and I shouldn't be even getting into Denver's policy and politics, because I'm not from up there in Denver. You know what I mean? But I was reading one of his comments on one of his videos talking about Southside. Somebody was brought up about Southside Odies. I have never ever heard of Southside Odies. The only ones are the Eastside Odies, and Cisneros knows more. And that particular topic, I can't really go in depth with that because I just don't know. I know the ones I know out here in Pueblo, and I don't know, because and same thing out here in Pueblo, I ran into a handful of the Southside G's out here in Pueblo, Colorado. I found out that they have a whole different fucking demeanor, and it's different, it's wild. But I have never heard of this. So if anybody can actually get fully thorough, if there's actually really, me and Seth Cisneros want to know more about this whole topic. If there's actually really a thing of Southside Odies, literally. But Seth Cisneros should elaborate this topic and actually bring this up, because I want to know. But yeah.